In the small town of Lavenwick, nestled between rolling green hills, there lived an old clockmaker named Elias. His shop, Elias Timepieces, was filled with clocks of all shapes and sizes. Grandfather clocks, pocket watches, cuckoo clocks and more. Each piece seemed to have a soul of its own, ticking in perfect harmony. Elias was known not only for his craftsmanship but also for his kindness. He had a habit of gifting small, handmade pocket watches to children on their birthdays, each one engraved with a unique message. One crisp autumn morning, as the town was bathed in golden sunlight, a young boy named Sam entered the shop. His cheeks were flushed from the cold, and his eyes sparkled with curiosity. "Hello, Mr. Elias," Sam said, his voice small but eager. "I need your help." Elias adjusted his round glasses and smiled warmly. "Course, young man. What brings you here today?" Sam held out a battered old pocket watch. Its glass face was cracked, and its hands were frozen in place. "This belonged to my grandfather. He said it was special, but it doesn't work anymore. Can you fix it?" Elias gently took the watch and examined it under the warm glow of a desk lamp. The watch was indeed special. Its casing was engraved with intricate patterns of stars and moons, and the craftsmanship was extraordinary. "This is a remarkable piece," Elias murmured. "It will take some time, but I believe I can restore it." Sam beamed. "Thank you, Mr. Elias. Grandpa always said it held a secret, but he never told me what it was." Elias raised an eyebrow. "A secret, you say? Well, perhaps we'll discover it together." For the next week, Elias worked tirelessly on the watch. He replaced the cracked glass, polished the casing, and meticulously adjusted the tiny gears and springs inside. But as he worked, he noticed something peculiar. Hidden beneath the watch's back plate was a tiny compartment. Inside it was a folded piece of parchment. Elias carefully unfolded the parchment. It was a map, drawn with delicate ink lines, showing a path through the hills outside Lavenwick. At the bottom, written in elegant script, were the words, "To find the greatest treasure, follow the time." When Sam returned to the shop, Elias showed him the restored watch and the map. Sam's eyes widened in wonder. "A treasure map? Do you think it's real?" Elias chuckled. "There's only one way to find out." The next day, Elias and Sam set out to follow the map. They wound the watch and noticed that the ticking grew louder as they walked. The map led them through winding trails, across a babbling brook, and up a hill where an ancient oak tree stood. Under the tree, the watch began to tick rapidly. Sam noticed a small stone at the base of the tree, slightly out of place. Together, they dug into the soft earth and unearthed a small wooden chest. Inside the chest was a collection of old letters, photographs, and a journal. The journal belonged to Sam's grandfather and detailed his adventures, his dreams, and his love for his family. At the very end of the journal was a note. "To my dear family, the greatest treasure is the love and memories we share. I hope this brings you joy and reminds you of the time we've had together. Grandpa." Sam clutched the journal to his chest, tears streaming down his face. "I miss him so much." Elias placed a comforting hand on Sam's shoulder. "He left this for you to remind you that he's always with you in your heart." The watch, now ticking steadily, seemed to echo the sentiment. Time, after all, wasn't just about hours and minutes. It was about the moments that made life precious. As they walked back to Lavenwick, the golden sunlight danced through the trees, and Sam felt a warmth in his heart he hadn't felt in a long time.